It's time for Spotlight on Florida. Headlines, events, and interviews with tourism leaders. And now, here are your hosts, Joel Silver and Kenzie Krieger.
Welcome to Spotlight on Florida. I'm Kenzie Krieger, and we've got a lot of fun things happening around the state. Let's get into some headlines. New rankings from USA Today's 10 Best are highlighting some of the top zoo exhibits across the country, showcasing immersive experiences that continue to draw visitors and families looking for fun, unique wildlife attractions. And right here in Florida, all eyes are on the Space Coast as a NASA rocket heads back to the launch pad at the Kennedy Space Center. It's a major step towards sending astronauts around the moon, bringing excitement and tourism to the area. Plus, if you're looking for a little fun in Florida, Crystal River continues to stand out as a favorite destination, known for its clear springs, manatees, and outdoor adventures that keep visitors coming back year after year. Now, Joel is down in the Keys, and he's been sending us updates from there. He even checked out the new location of the southernmost point. Let's see what he did.
Oh, I am happy today. Spotlight on Florida is on the road, and check it out. Maybe you can already tell where I am. I am in the Keys, specifically Key West. Spotlight on Florida is on the road, working on several projects here in the Keys. You're going to want to stay tuned to that. Look at all these people. Everyone's having a great time. Everyone's excited to be in Key West. We are Spotlight on Florida. Check this out, folks. Big news. They have moved the southernmost point. It used to be down the road. Now it's right here next to the southernmost house, the southernmost resort. Let me flip this around. Check it out. We've got the southernmost point right there, 90 miles to Cuba, now in a brand new spot in the Keys if you come down here. And everybody is so excited about it! Spotlight on Florida is here, baby! Spotlight on Florida, check us out! All right, so there's your update. 1 minute in the Keys. We'll talk to you soon.
And in Tallahassee, I visited the Challenger Learning Center where I spoke with a former astronaut, Winston Scott. He's helping highlight exciting things happening at the Kennedy Space Center, including the visitor complex and upcoming missions with plans for astronauts to head back toward the moon very soon.
The visitor complex is an incredible place, and we want the local people to know about it and come down and visit with us. It was voted TripAdvisor #1 destination in the United States last year based on customer feedback. Our theme is discover something real. So when you visit the visitor complex, you are not going to a museum where you see stuff on display. You get to touch, feel, shake, ride, and so on. So it's educational, but it's also a lot of fun, so we want the public to know about it.
I love that, and it's so cool because many of us aren't going to have the chance to go to space like you have, but it actually puts you in that real experience. I absolutely love that. And so you've been to space 2 times, is that correct?
That's correct, yeah.
Wow. I want to hear about that experience. Tell me what that was like.
Well, I'll try and give you a 30-second view of it, but that's not going to do it justice. I had 2 space shuttle missions, 9 days on the shuttle Endeavour, then 16 days on the shuttle Columbia. And in those days, we were preparing to build the International Space Station. I was a spacewalker, conducted 3 spacewalks, and I tested tools, equipment, and techniques that astronauts will later use to build the space station. The ride from Earth to orbit is absolutely incredible. You go from sitting on the launch pad to 17,500 miles per hour in only 8.5 minutes. So I remember on my first flight taking off at night in the dark, but about halfway through the ascent, I could see the day half of the Earth coming. The ride accelerates such that you feel 3 times your body weight just pushing you back into your seat. And again, you go from Earth to orbit in only 8.5 minutes, a truly dynamic ride.
I can't even imagine. Would you go back?
I would go back if I had the opportunity to do something new and different. And doing something new and different in my case would be going to the moon, because the Apollo program was before my time. And speaking of going to the moon, we're getting ready to launch Artemis here, hopefully in just a couple of weeks. The Artemis rocket is being rolled out to the launch pad in just a couple of days, and it will launch hopefully April 1st and take 4 astronauts to the moon. They will not land on the surface. They will fly to the moon, orbit, come back. It will be a complete end-to-end test of their rocket. And then 2 years or 3 years later, they'll send the crew to the moon, and this time they will descend to the surface of the moon. So we have special exhibits at the visitor complex right now so that people can learn more about the upcoming moonshot.
That's amazing. There's so many opportunities for education, and you played a huge role here at FSU. You're the Vice President of Student Affairs, and so just tell me how it feels to be back in the area.
It's always good to come back to the area to not only see the university, but right here at the Challenger Learning Center. I was one of the people that inaugurated the Learning Center, along with astronaut Norm Thagard, who lives in the area, and the late Dr. Chin, who was Dean of Engineering. But I was on the first board of directors here at Challenger and selected the first director of Challenger. So it's always good to get back to the campus and get back to Tallahassee in general and here at the Learning Center.
I love it. Well, we're so glad you're here, and thank you for representing Tallahassee. I'd love to hear about your display. I see that you have this all set up here, so let's hear about it.
Well, the Challenger folks set it up for me, and of course, just a summary of my time in space. This equipment is actually my real flight equipment. This is not space flight. You know, astronauts flew jets. We flew the T-38 jets in training, and this is the equipment that I actually wore when I flew in the T-38 jet aircraft. So this is on display here, just so the public can see some of the equipment that we used during my active astronaut days.
That is amazing. Well, thank you so much for meeting with us, and check out all of his stuff. You can come to the Challenger Learning Center and take a look at all the experiences he's had. We are so happy to have you here, and thank you.
The pleasure's mine. Thank you very much.
Joel also stopped by FRLA's Pro Start program, where they highlight high school students that are getting hands-on experience in culinary arts and restaurant management. It's all about preparing the next generation of hospitality leaders. And honestly, it was amazing to see the level of talent and creativity those students brought to the table.
From the Rosen Plaza Hotel on International Drive in Orlando, Florida, this is the 2026 Pro Start Culinary Competition. And now, on the competition floor here at the interview desk, check out who's here. This is Robinson High School in Tampa, Florida, and you guys just finished the culinary cooking competition, just fresh off your competition, and we're so excited. Introduce yourself, tell us what grades you're in.
My name's Angel, I'm a senior.
My name's Addison, I'm a junior.
My name's Viola, I'm a senior.
I'm Xander Breeden, I'm a junior.
My name's Milo, and I'm a senior.
All right, this is a great team. I was watching you all out there. Wow, this is such an exciting competition. Who can talk to me about what the rules are and how it works and what you're supposed to be doing? You want
Me?
Not you, not her. You want to do it?
Okay, so basically for this competition is we had to plate a 3-course meal in under an hour. Basically, it was our dish itself was kind of more like tourist attraction, high-end, something you'd find off the side of a beach.
Okay.
For the competition itself, there was a lot of rules you needed to follow by and a lot of basically small, tiny things you had to be sure to be aware of. So for me, myself, as the manager, one of the biggest things was I could not physically help them. So I don't know if you were watching, but you could kind of see me running back and forth a little bit, trying to figure out if I was able to pick up just a piece of paper to hand to them or to give it a tiny ramekin just to pass them over because I was scared of doxing points. Same thing with a lot of this. There was a lot of sanitation that we had to make sure we were aware of with such little material. So we had sanitation buckets, we had our bus tubs, all of that. But at the end of the day, I'm really proud of my team for our first competition doing this ever. We did great. I'm really proud of them and everything that we've accomplished.
Absolutely. I mean, you all were amazing out there. There's a time crunch. So talk to me about the pressure of having that time crunch.
It was insane. I was constantly trying to make sure we were on time, and Milo here was also helping me constantly stay in track. Communication is probably the biggest part of this. You have to know where everyone's at, what everyone's doing, what everyone's holding in their hands, and I think we did really well on that part. And in general, just working together with the team is an amazing experience and needed in this type of competition.
I love it. All right, talk to me about what you did. What was your role, and how'd it go?
My role is we did a molecular food science type of thing. We made fruit caviar is what it's called.
I saw that.
And so I was in charge of that, and I also made the curry that we used for our entree. It was a coconut curry with red curry paste. It was very good. I liked it. And the guava pearls were very easy to make.
That's great. Tell me what you did, and then you had to go to the judges. Tell me about going in front of the judges.
So
I did our cutting skills, and then I also worked on cooking our scallops and searing our tuna. The scallops were for our appetizer, and the tuna was for our entree. And luckily, they turned out pretty good. Going to the judges was so insanely nerve-wracking, though. Like I was really scared for my life there. But no, I was really happy with the feedback. Like it felt like it was really helpful to hear, actually. But
I love it. That's awesome. All right, and tell me what you did, obviously, and talk to me about what you're doing, what you want to go into, your future, and what do you hope to get from all this?
Okay. I was in charge of all the dessert, so we did a coconut mousse, a coconut sugar caramel, and then caramelized pineapple and strawberries for like a garnish. I think it turned out good. Yeah, I got everything on the plate, so that's all that matters. And then all the seniors here, we're all going to CIA, culinary school in New York. So in the future, I plan on opening my own bakery. So this is very helpful.
I like it. All right, everyone out there in the tourism industry, hospitality industry, listen to this. They're all amazing. You're all going to the CIA in New York. The seniors, talk to me about what you're hoping to do for your future.
So for mine, honestly, I hope to not really open up my own restaurant, but kind of have more of a mom and pop situation going on, like catering or have like a little bodega. Granted, because in this economy, I don't think I'll be able to open a restaurant and have it succeed. So mine's kind of more start off small, settle down, and work my way up if I have the ability to.
Well, I am so excited. Thank you all for coming over to the interview desk. You did amazing. I watched so much of all your competition. You were great. I can't wait to hear what the judges say, and thank you for joining us, and we will see you. Maybe I'll come visit you in New York. Okay, Spotlight on Florida is back after this.
Well, it's been a busy week and there's so many things happening across Florida. Thank you for watching Spotlight on Florida. If there's something happening around the state that you think we should cover, let us know. And make sure you stay connected with us on social media. We'll see you next time.